Welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another malicious compliance Reddit video. Don't want to give me bacon? That's fine. This happened to me about a year ago, during the peak of COVID, and I thought I would share it. There were several restaurants that were struggling last year, somewhere near the peak of COVID. Several shut down completely and others fired all of their staff just to try to stay afloat. Around this time, my wife and I made it a habit to order takeout from our favorite establishments. We always tip the standard 20+% despite these always being takeout orders. One restaurant in particular forgot to include the bacon that was supposed to come with our order. The order was around $20 with a tip of around $5, so around $25 total. When you picked your order up from this restaurant, you had to park and come inside. There was no drive-through or curbside pickup. On this particular day, I picked up our order as usual and drove home, which is about a 5-minute drive. We immediately discovered that the bacon we had ordered was missing, so I called the restaurant. I expected to call and simply have them refund the approximately $3 cost of the bacon. Simple enough, right? Wrong. This restaurant only had one person working the front, so when you called, you knew exactly who you were speaking to. When I called and stated that they must have forgotten to include the bacon, before I had a chance to ask for any type of resolution, a refund, replacement, etc., this person informed me that there was a large sign in the restaurant instructing customers to check their orders for accuracy before leaving the store. As it turns out, the sign they mentioned was there. The instructions for checking your order was one of about 5 notes hastily written on a piece of printer paper taped to a wall. It was out of the way, not obvious, and sloppily handwritten. However, I had failed to read this note and I had failed to check my order for accuracy before leaving the store. I admitted this and asked them to either refund the $3 or I could come pick up the missing bacon. Definitely not a preferred option, but whatever. The restaurant refused these requests, told me the missing bacon was my fault, and went as far as to question whether the bacon had actually been forgotten, stating that they remembered packing my order. This is where the malicious compliance comes in. They had basically accused me of lying about $3 worth of bacon that was missing from an order. This conversation had quickly escalated in the span of about 30 seconds, and I was pissed. I informed this person that they had failed to provide what I had ordered, and that I would be forced to seek compensation, all $3 worth. I asked how they preferred I go about seeking this compensation, hoping that they would succumb and just give me a $3 refund. However, to no one's surprise but my own, the restaurant told me to go ahead and file a chargeback because they had video proof and that I would lose that chargeback case. So I did exactly that. I called up my credit card company and filed a chargeback. This chargeback was for $3 on a $25 charge. Only $3, not the full charge. The agent with my credit card company offered to simply refund the $3 several times, but I kept insisting that it was the principle of it at this point, so I proceeded with the chargeback. There is paperwork that you have to fill out if a merchant contests a chargeback. About 3 months after initiating the chargeback, I get a paperwork in the mail that instructs me to provide all of the proof I have. I provided no proof other than a recollection of what the merchant had stated, including them stating that they had video evidence of the bacon going into my order. I felt like I had already won at this point. It was costing them time and energy, and I was happy to fight the fight, all for the sake of $3. A couple of months after I submitted this follow-up paperwork, I get a letter from the credit card company stating that they had decided in my favor, and that the merchant was forced to credit me the $3, a big win for humanity. What many people don't know is that a chargeback costs the merchant, especially small merchants, and this cost can easily be upwards of $100 despite the chargeback being for only $3. Additionally, if a merchant has enough chargebacks, a card processor may increase the merchant's rates or discontinue a contract entirely. Basically, any chargeback a small merchant has on their record is bad. So, in all, the restaurant instructed me to file a chargeback. I wasted a ton of their time, and it ended up costing them in the neighborhood of $100 for the chargeback fee, and I won the $3 that they should have just credited me in the first place. Edit to clarify just a couple things. One, the person in question here was not a teenager. Not sure where everyone got that from. They were middle-aged, late 40s probably, and appeared to be the manager. 2, no, I will not be naming the restaurant. They are still in business, I still go there, and I have not seen this person or manager since this incident. I have no idea whether they quit or were fired or are now a Reddit troll, but I know they no longer work there. 3, this is not r/am I the butthole. If it was, I'm not sure how it would play out. However, and bear with me here, the person told me to file a chargeback, so I did. Isn't that what r/malicious compliance is all about? Also, it was bacon. Read this as though the fact that it was bacon is sufficient justification by itself. Forcing us to attend a meeting on vacation? Fine. See you at midnight. Today's story comes from the world of education, where teachers are burnt out, overworked, and underpaid. Due to an influx of federal funding due to COVID stimulus money, our district decided to put that money to good use. Did they give much needed raises? Hire more aides? Update our 60-year-old building? No. Even better. They hired several educational consultants to coach us on how to do our jobs. This alone was very insulting to most teachers, many of whom had been teaching longer than some of the consultants had been alive. Thankfully, many of the new consultants didn't really impact our day-to-day work, but there is one who is particularly difficult. I'll call her the Panther for reasons known only to me and a couple of colleagues, but it's a nickname she comes by honestly. The Panther continually adds to our workload, insults teachers with snide remarks, and talks down to the staff. At one point, it got so unbearable that the most experienced teacher in our department simply got up from a meeting, told the principal to get a sub, and drove away. One of the biggest issues has been a sharp spike in unneeded meetings as consultants work to justify their contract. We meet to discuss data, testing, plan units, or do everyone's favorite, team-building exercises. However, all is finally looking up, as every teacher knows we are nearing the most wonderful time of the year, Christmas break. We will get 2 glorious weeks of not being harassed by students or administrators. Enter the Panther. We received an email at the end of last week from our consultant telling us we needed to have a meeting over Christmas break to plan Unit 4. She told us we could pick the day and time and then send her the Zoom link and she would join to lead it. Needless to say, the department was very unhappy. We had all already planned the unit anyway, but the Panther said she needed to be involved in any planning and insisted the meeting was necessary. Finally, my department head had had enough. She planned the meeting as instructed and sent us all the link for the Zoom session. The meeting was planned for 11 p.m. on December 24th. We all instantly accepted the meeting time and confirmed that we would attend. For some reason, the Panther wasn't happy with the meeting time. She pushed back, griped to an assistant principal, who backed us, and tried to get us to change, but she got the same answer everywhere. You told them to schedule a meeting, so either attend or cancel. She canceled. This is John from /Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to be the first to know when the next one drops, then now is the time to subscribe. I'd love you to drop a like, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.